Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about, now I have to jump through hoops to get back in. DoorDasher says her account got deactivated with no warning. There is nothing as frustrating as the idea that you got deactivated for seemingly no reason. Whether it's a customer says that you did something even though you didn't, or they're just doing a mass deactivation of drivers that are relatively well experienced. But that being said, it's almost impossible to get back in once you got deactivated. Well, at least on a legal standpoint. Today, I'm going to go through everything that's being said in this article, how it actually is for DoorDash drivers, UberEats drivers, Grubhub drivers, and on the platforms in question, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. A user on TikTok has sparked discussion after alleging that her DoorDash account was deactivated without warning. In case you guys don't know, I'm sure you guys have heard it 1,000 times, but deactivation is the gig app equivalent of firing somebody. Your account is deactivated, you can't come back on, they don't like you, they don't like the way you look, they don't like the way you smell, etc., etc. Whether it's because of something you actually did or something they are saying that you did just to get rid of you off the platform. Maybe you got too smart, maybe you actually are a piece of crap, but the latter is so few and far between, it's hardly worth talking about. Because it's so obvious that if you got deactivated for that reason, that's why you got deactivated. In a video with over 40,000 views, TikTok user Jessica, at Jessica Higgs, recounts how she logged into DoorDash to be suddenly greeted by a prompt telling her her account had been deactivated. As previously covered, Jessica works delivering for DoorDash and Instacart. The things you do for content, huh? I'm going to leave her TikTok as well as her profile in the description so you can develop your own opinions on the subject.
What in the world could this be? Why am I deactivated? And who lied? Because I deliver your food.
It's always when you get deactivated. 9 times out of 10, the people who get deactivated have no idea why. They're always thinking who could have lied about it, which customer could have been. In reality, it could just be the company. DoorDash is known to have mass deactivations just before the summer, being like April, May, and June, and just before the holidays, being September, October, because they want to clear out the old drivers for the new ones, because the new ones are going to be dumber than a lot of the older drivers. Does that mean there aren't older drivers? Of course not. In fact, recently, Tony Xu actually rewarded 200 drivers that have been on the platform since 2013, $10,000 each for their 10-year anniversary. But those drivers, I don't know what their driving habits are. I don't think they're cherry pickers. I think they're just good drivers that have been on the platform for a very long time. Jessica then went to her email to see DoorDash's explanation of her deactivation. According to Jessica, she had lived in Georgia for 4 years, but just got around to changing her license from North Carolina to Georgia. Yeah, that's one of the cool things about DoorDash, though. You can do DoorDash from anywhere. I lived in New York for 28 years of my life, and I was on DoorDash up there since 2018, and then in 2020, I moved down here. I was living in Florida for well over a year at the time, and they didn't have a problem. I don't think it's about the move, girl.
I guess when they ran the background check, my license did not match. So they decided, whoop, we're just gonna geek you out.
Nah, you see, they actually ran my background check multiple times in both of those states, and they didn't have a problem with me at all. I don't think that's the whole story. Do I believe that that would be the explanation they give? Is that they couldn't verify your identity, so they deactivate you? Yeah, because I've actually seen a lot of people who have a problem with that verify identity scam that DoorDash has implemented, and that's how they get deactivated, because either they look different from what's on their license now or something else. But the fact of the matter is that DoorDash is finding any and every reason in the world to deactivate people wrongfully. While Jessica understands why the deactivation occurred, she noted that there were other actions DoorDash could have taken to prevent the deactivation from occurring, such such as simply emailing me asking for an updated thing. You expect a company that is known to do the wrong thing and win so often to suddenly start doing the right thing. You can't expect the wrong people to do the right thing. That's like expecting a cheating boyfriend or girlfriend to suddenly stop cheating just because they said they'll be nice to you. Or the fact that you want them to stop cheating. No, that's not gonna happen. Bad people will always be bad people. They don't change like that.
Should I have done that? Yes. But now I have to jump through hoops to get back in.
I never added my license information after the first time, so I don't think that's actually a factor here. While there have been documented cases of drivers being deactivated for understandable causes such as theft and harassment, there have been other alleged cases in which deactivations happen for other less discernible reasons, such as one January 2022 case in which a customer claimed they got a driver deactivated accidentally. Yeah, you see, nobody questions the idea of somebody deactivating you for a good reason. Like, if you get deactivated for a good reason, everybody's like, oh, well, that's why. There you go. You shouldn't have done that. That's it. But it's when it's a BS reason or no reason at all, which is why people get pissed. Or, in my opinion, this is the best part, is when DoorDash will say they found a violation, but will never tell you why. It's easily one of the most frustrating things in the world. In the comments under Jessica's video, users shared their own deactivation stories. The same exact thing just happened to me, shared a user. Yep, DoorDash and Instacart deactivated me for a high cancellation rate because of ridiculous orders/addresses, added another. It's insane. Here's the thing about DoorDash and Instacart deactivating you for high cancellation rate. You kind of deserve that. That's why I say you never take an order unless you absolutely intend to follow through on it. I don't care if it's an Instacart order, a DoorDash order, whatever. If you take it, just do it. And don't have such a low standard to where you take an okay order. You know what I'm talking about. An okay order in which you will definitely unassign if the order is not ready as soon as you get there. Oh, it's $5 going like a mile down the road. If it's ready, I'll just do it. But otherwise, I'm unassigning the order. But here's the reality. You should keep your cancellation rate over 95% so you have access to the bigger programs, such as the LOP and the catering programs. I got deactivated from DoorDash also, and I never ever even did one order claimed a third. Just happened. Okay, but you didn't even do anything. You should be deactivated. If you're not gonna use your account, why even have one? That's why I say, don't let your accounts go inactive if you can help it. But if you don't want to stick with the platform, then don't stick with the platform. But keep the option open if you can. Good luck is all I could say, offered a further TikToker. They deactivated me for some unknown reason. I fought with them to get my account back and still have not. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. Wrongful deactivations and mass deactivations are easily some of the most frustrating things in the world. And not to mention, DoorDash needs to actually stop with this. Stop making it seem like it was our fault that this took place to begin with. Like, seriously, that's really the annoying part. It's like, I understand you want new drivers, but don't make it seem like the drivers you currently have are bad people. Although I'm not surprised that it took place like this. DoorDash is just so malicious about this. It's really bad. They literally go out of their way to ruin lives. I'm not even kidding when I say it like that. Imagine somebody who happens to be a dad who's utilizing DoorDash because they need that to pay the bills, and suddenly they lose that source of income. Now what? All because they chose to be such a disgusting, piss-poor integrity and character of a company. And what does Tony Hsu have to say? Nothing. Because he's too busy counting his billions. Like, I understand if you want to make a lot of money and you want to keep your salary high, fine. But don't do that at the expense of ruining other families and then claim, oh, we're helping local community. No, you're not. Jessica, I'm so sorry that you got wrongfully deactivated like this. They have been wrongfully deactivating so many people for so many reasons, making up things just for the sake of making up things and And quite honestly, that's why you diversify your gig portfolio to make sure you have multiple sources of income. That's why you have an exit strategy, because the gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal. It's never the goal. You don't know when this is gonna happen to you. It's a freak thing, and it happens to a lot of people at the same time, first of all. Second of all, it could be for less than no reason. And what happens to the drivers that are just doing the right thing? They get screwed at the end of the day. So make sure you set yourself up financially by multi-apping and diversifying and making sure you can have an exit strategy so you're never dependent on any one source of income long term. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.